Hello YouTube, Dave here again. Welcome back to part 3 of my playthrough of Eternal Darkness Sanity's Requiem. So last episode we got this message tube. So it's an antique leather-bound message tube, the kind used to transport sealed message scrolls. It appears to be unopened. There might be something inside. Should I open it? Yes. Alex has found a chapter page entitled Suspicions of Conspiracy.
Your presence is welcome, Majesty. As always, I am honored.
Our dealing work Majesty is good. As do we. What is this you wish to discuss with us?
My concern is with the other ancients. Ulion, Chaturka. Should they unite with Mantarok, they would doubtlessly possess enough power to vanquish even thee.
As darkness appears, and light falls dark, the others will not, cannot join forces. As has been foretold,
I was unaware.
there is much. Be certain to retrieve Mantarok's essence. It is necessary to cement our peace.
Then what of Charlemagne the Frank? What do you intend for him?
The Frank is an instrument of light. He seeks to unite Europe under his banner.
In this embrace, my guardians will be hard-pressed to perform the functions you require.
Their own schemes, perhaps.
Then Charlemagne will be removed from the picture.
He is dead.
Or perhaps one and the other. Just make sure he is removed from power.
Of course. He is as good as dead.
Alright, so that was a disturbing look at the way Zelatoth behaves. So after the chapter page is removed, the message tube is no longer needed. Alex discards it. So let's go right in and have it a read.
From my research, it is apparent the endeavors of mankind are mere puppetry at the hands of the ancients. Whenever a king vows reform, the ancients move quickly to stop it. Under the auspices of Emperor Charlemagne the Frank, the new Holy Roman Empire was at the height of its power.
Plank mit ad dominem, et imperatorum nostrum, alium magnum francum.
Deliver this to our Lord and Emperor Charlemagne the Frank. No one but me must see it. Words from his eyes only. At once.
Yeah, so some of the character models don't look the best. You can kind of tell remnants of it that feel like they were pretty much the same as they were when the game was initially conceived for the Nintendo 64. Nope. He did say for the Emperor's eyes only.
What sorcery is this? Spell? I've been bewitched. This was made for Charlemagne, and that would be perfect. I have to warn him of this treachery.
Alright, so I'm going to be 100% completely and totally honest. I think this is probably one of my favorite chapters in the entire game. I just love this one, the theme, the setting, and we'll see what happens after poor Anthony got bewitched. So, after he briefly describes the mission, the monk informs him that Charlemagne was last seen in an audience chamber with the bishop in the visiting chamber, or in an audience with the bishop in the visiting chamber. Again, I'm trying to read through the legs of my tripod for the camera here. So, the door is locked, but you can actually hear some muffled voices. I don't think you can distinguish what they're saying, but that is a cool detail that when you get close to the door, you can actually hear the whisperings. So I just talked to a couple of the monks. Presence is questioned by the monks, feeling that he has trespassed upon sacred ground. They seem rather subdued, out of respect or perhaps fear. Visibly disturbed with grief and despair, the monk sobs pitifully. He recounts that it is not the only death to have occurred recently, and wonders if perhaps the order is being punished for wavering in faith. Monk cordially greets Anthony, however he brings grave news, the loss of one of the order, who fell from the tower to his death. His tone is guarded, leaving Anthony to wonder if indeed this is the truth. Alright, we got ourselves a coffin here. Can I examine it? A funeral casket made from unfinished wood. It is not properly sealed and could probably be opened. Should I open the casket? Absolutely.
Oh my God, Lord. This devil's work. We should get out of here.
You have proven what we have feared the most. This poor man has been the victim of great evil. Look how his body has been defiled, as if something has burst out from inside him.
Yeah, that can't be good.
Here, take this for your protection, and find the bishop. He must be informed of this horrible discovery.
Alright, so I got myself a sword now. And the monk just kind of leaving me to myself here. Alright, so we got the sword. Oh. Alright, I don't think there's too many places we can go. Whoops, so that door is locked. And there's nothing here. Okay. So up we go. Alright, up the stairs. And well, that's a weird transition. Whoa. Alright, so this is not the cathedral, but as you can see, there's a couple of statues here. So we got Elia, so that was the dancer we played through as in the last video. And this one here is Pius Augustus, so the statue that we destroyed is here. So that's not good. I mean, both those characters technically died. And it's a creepy floor with screaming faces. Alright, cradled in what appears to be a leathery hand lies a mysterious book. So yes, the Tome of Eternal Darkness, let's go ahead and take that. Alright, so we've got the tome now. That was weird. Alright, and now Anthony's starting to not look so good. But what we got here, a blue urn rests upon the altar. Anthony's found the blue urn. You heard sort of a jingling sound, so let's check it there. Has a strange sigil on its side. Alright, let's go ahead and... Oh, fumbled and dropped it on the floor. So we got the broken urn, but we also have a magical rune. Alright, just a little tutorial on spell stuff, so let's just get out of there. And what's this? A gold medallion. So it's a circle of power. So basically the way that it works is there's several different spells that you can cast in the game. But you can also cast them at certain power levels. Yeah, let's just do that. There's 3, 5, and 7 spell power. So we just got the 3 power disc, which lets us cast all of our basic spells. And then the other ones are just more powerful versions of the same spell. So here we've got a zombie. He's got something in his body there, so let's get that out. Now, just to save time, I am going to finish that guy off to get the rune. Alright, well, okay, he didn't actually look directly at me, so I didn't lose any sanity. Alright, so that cutscene has shown us 2 different things. One you can burn some of the tapestries, and 2, some of these zombies are vulnerable to fire. So that one. So these ones and the zombies that were in the other room are both vulnerable. Now, if you kill a zombie with fire, you don't get to finish it off and gain the benefits of regaining sanity. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. Alright, so grateful for his life, the monk tells Anthony what had happened. He was carrying a sacred urn from the baptismal font, and basically he dropped it, but he has a large sword. So this is my favorite weapon in the entire game. Now again, I had mentioned earlier, oh, you can finish them off, never mind, I was wrong. I lied. Just there. So, I got the two-handed sword here, and this is actually another spot where I discovered that you can accidentally kill people. So, the last one with the dancer, I poisoned the guy and I lost a lot of sanity, but it happened sort of off camera. So I remember what happened was I went to go talk to this monk, and I hit the wrong button, and I basically did that. And you can see it takes a huge chunk of sanity, so I'm going to run the risk of having sanity effects take place, all because I pressed the wrong button. So it's one thing to keep in mind, and we unlock the mix feature. So I can now basically combine things. So I have 2/3 of a broken urn. Alright, so 2 broken urns in my possession now. Let's make our way down, and, that's weird. Alright, so that was another sanity effect where my character model just kept shrinking. Oh. Alright, so I got a magical codex, and the codex, just what they do is they tell you what runes you, what the runes are and what they do. So let's just do that. Got ourselves another magical rune. So, what I have here, I've got 3 different runes, only one of which is identified. But you don't actually need to identify them in order to create spells. So there are 2 ways to make spells in the game. You can find spell scrolls, which tell you, which I think automatically give you the spell, or you can click on New Spell and just go through and experiment. So let's go through and we'll select that rune, and then we'll do our question mark one, and then we'll do the one that we have identified. So we discovered spell 1, so we don't know what the name of it is as of yet. Now, spoilers. He's really not looking good. But since we have several broken items, I can tell you right now, spell 1 basically fixes those items. Oh. Let's go ahead and actually let's just do that. Alright, so spell list. So let's just assign it there. And okay, so I don't have the magic meter, but it will still let me cast the spell, so let's just go ahead and do that. Alright, so I have repaired the item, and this shows the magic meter in blue, which essentially what it does is it will regenerate over time. So if your magic is depleted, you can still regain it over time. I think the more you move, the faster it regenerates. All right, so I got a filled red urn. So, disturbing rendition of a monstrous devil. It is contorted into what appears to be a fountain. What sickly liquid is draining into this pool, trickling from a scum-encrusted spout. So, as lovely as that sounds, let's go ahead and just dip our stuff in here. So, dunking the urn into the foul-smelling fountain, it becomes filled to the brim with a rank fluid. It is now a lot heavier with, it's a lot heavier now, and rife with fetor. Alright, so now all of our urns are filled up. And we got another one of these progress blocking tapestries. Let's just go ahead and do that. Get our sword back out. Alright, now these hallways are difficult to swing the two-handed sword, so you gotta do like the overhead strikes. We'll finish him off, just get a little bit of health back. And I believe that's the bishop we're trying to find. And he disappeared behind that false wall there. So, oh, you can see blood dripping from the ceiling. That's another one of the sanity effects. And I don't know how well the camera is going to pick up the audio, but there's also a really gross sound that comes with it. Alright, but there's also a scroll. So let's go ahead and take that. So that's the Chant Item scroll. So now we just basically have that, and it goes through how to... you do have to go through the... oh boy, alright. You do have to go through the tutorial, unfortunately, so there we go. Thank you. Now you can also actually enchant weapons. Now in this case it isn't going to do much, but if you enchant a weapon with the ancient that's the opposite, or the nemesis of the ones that you're going up against, so, oops, not use. Wait, why can't I use that? Why can I not use that? Come on now. There we go. But if you enchant a weapon with an ancient that's the nemesis of the one that you're going up against, in terms of their zombies or creatures, it will deal extra damage. Let's just get through here.
So, you have come to return my book. Very well then. For your efforts, I promise a quick and merciful death.
Well, as long as it's merciful. Yeah, he's not looking too good himself there. Alright. I'm surprised that these zombies haven't animated yet, but I gotta be careful with this guy because he's draining my sanity constantly. And that's gonna start affecting my health, and let's just, alright, Bishop's Key. Let's finish these guys off, just to get some sanity back. I don't want to finish off the Bishop because that'll give me a whole lot. Oh. Alright. So let's just go ahead and just quickly save. Alright. Yeah, he is not doing well at all. Whoa! Alright, so let's, yeah, just finish a couple of these off. I just want to maintain a little bit of sanity. Yeah. Nope, stop it. Want to finish, not examine. I guess that's kind of the downside of having everything be the same button. Okay, what is this little thing? Well, that can't be good. So that was a trapper, basically, and what they'll do is they'll teleport you to this area. Now this can actually be beneficial. So what I mean by that is you see the different colored portals there. So let's just You don't get to turn green. Alright, so basically you go through the multicolored portals. The purple one takes you right to the exit, but if you go on one of the colored ones, you can actually go on these little platforms and you'll regain whatever it is, so like magic or health or sanity. My health and magic was completely full, so I couldn't really show it off there. And you also can't cast spells while in here, so I couldn't drain my magic. But just to show you, so going back here isn't always necessarily a bad thing. Alright, let's just keep going though. So the trappers have no eyes, but their sense, they can sense sound very well. So basically you want to use the sneak mode. Just to try to sneak past them. That first one was unavoidable. Oh. Alright. I can't remember if there's any trappers in here or not. I don't think so. I didn't hear any of their footsteps. Alright, he is really, he's like bloodied and he's not having a good time. Whoop. Oh, there he goes. He finally saw me. Alright, sorry about that. Camera battery died, so I'm pretty near the end of the level, so I just charged it for a few moments. The only thing I missed is I killed one more creature, but anyway, here we go. That doesn't sound good. Alright, that is a big scary monster. So these are the horrors they're referred to as. So they actually have 3 separate heads. In order to defeat them, ow. In order to defeat them you have to kill all three of their heads or deal a crap ton of damage. Alright, you know what, let's just finish him off to be on the safe side. And we'll make our way down. Oh, that's weird. Looks like there's something on the TV screen. Yeah. On the top right there, just crawling around. Now there's more. Alright, so basically, yeah, that was another insanity effect. Make it look like there's insects crawling around on your TV screen. Oh, need a key? We have a key.
His fate was decided many centuries ago, as is the fate of this world. Despite your faith, there is little to save you from the power of Satan.
Alright, so we got a couple of different creatures that are introduced there. We didn't fight any of those yet, but those will play a role later on, and we have completed the chapter. So, 3 chapters so far, and all 3 of the characters have had something horrible happen to them. So there we go, but that is it. We've completed the 3rd chapter. Why don't we actually just go ahead and just fix this key now. Alright, so we fixed our 2nd floor key. Now another thing is, if you'll have a look, Alexandra's sanity is decreasing, so the more chapters she reads, the more sanity that she loses. So, oh, and that's one of the effects that you can have there. Like you'll hear like the knocking on the doors and other sounds like that. So she does slowly start to lose her sanity as well as she reads through the tome. So anyway, that was chapter 3 of Eternal Darkness. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And be sure to come back for part 4 when we... That's really unnerving. But be sure to come back for part 4 when we go ahead and use this second floor key. So again, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And we'll see you next time. Take care.